The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
We've also been talking about the low inflation numbers and this idea that tech is kind of the new macro, as Bill Priest put it over the weekend. There was some macro data this morning, and it all kind of squared with this. The import price index was weaker. The manufacturing industrial production was mixed. Jobless claims were better. The Empire Index, for whatever that's worth, Michael Yoshikami, was better. Builder sentiment still pretty good. I mean, you have kind of a nice growth story.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Did you hear what she said? Construction or builder sentiment, really pretty good. No, it's not. It's terrible. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. That's why you listen to Phil's Gang. I'll tell you exactly how it is, what's going on. To say the builder sentiment is good is a lie. We just got our numbers out. They just came out. Total lie. You know, the market, a week ago, remember, we had this big reversal. The banks were down, the financials were down. They've been down for a long time, and the financials lead the market. So what's been leading the market instead of the financials are the alphabet stocks. They call the FANG stocks, or the Four Horsemen plus Microsoft. And then finally, they collapsed last Friday because what happened was, when we had the end of the election in the UK, people were very disappointed, and Europeans said, I'm going to buy dollars. So they sold their euros and they bought dollars. And that sent a mixed signal. That sent a false signal over here. As Europeans were buying dollars, the dollars go up, and then you get the yield on the 10-year Treasury going up, which signals a good economy going forward. And so CNBC and Fox and all the jibber-jabbers took that as an opportunity to spin a fake narrative, knowing that there was also a rate hike that was coming. And when you have rate hikes, you also have the dollar go up even more and the yield go up even more. The timing couldn't have been more perfect to set up a fake narrative how good the economy was. And that's what they did. I mean, it was amazing. If you remember, this is what we heard.
In about 4.5 minutes, we'll open this market and we're going to go up.
All record highs. Look at this.
Look at that.
Record highs.
They will all be at record highs.
If you look at the economic news, which nobody is other than on your show, if you look at the economic, it's spectacular.
So they start to cheerlead. This is what they do. This is what they do. And so when we got to Wednesday, a few days ago, and she had to raise rates, it was ridiculous. She raised rates into one of the worst economies ever. One of the worst data ever. We never had such terrible data. It was awful data. And now, guess what? The stock market has lost its mojo. The big stocks, the alphabet stocks, the four horsemen, whatever you want to call them, we call them the alphabet stocks, collapsed. And they're not making it back to their new highs, which means that everybody's panicked. What's going on with Facebook? Can't make it to its new high. Netflix can't make it back to a new high. Everybody's panicked. So now they're worried that there's going to be a swap in leadership. That if these alphabet stocks, if the leadership stops with them, that could mean there's going to be a big pullback in the stock market. Remember, these stocks, it's amazing to think what's been going on. This whole stock market rally, the 256-point stock market rally has been going up because of Facebook and Google and Netflix and Amazon and Microsoft. They only contribute 6%. They're 6% of the S&P 500. And guess what? They contribute most of the rally. That's ridiculous. So now there's some concern. So what did she do? She should have held off. Instead, and that's why the market today is dead, she should have held off. But Aunt B Yellen made a mistake. It wasn't really a mistake. She had to keep covering her fake narrative that everything is just doing nicely.
The economy's been doing nicely.
See, everything is to mask everything. This is what they're doing. They're masking it with lies. That's going to be okay because this economy, this market is going to correct. And that's what we want. We want a big correction so we can make some real money because these stocks are so overpriced. So Aunt B, she decides yesterday Wednesday to raise rates. What a mistake. Into some of the worst economic data ever, including breaking her own promise. She said she would never raise rates going into inflation. She said her target was 2%. And if inflation was below 2%, she would never, ever, ever raise rates. She lied and raised rates. She also raised rates knowing the yield curve was inverting. Now, I'm not going to explain the yield curve to you because your eyes will glaze over and you'll fall asleep. But it is inverting. Simply, I'll do it quickly, the 10-year Treasury, when those yields or interest rates starts dropping, but the 2-year Treasury yield starts increasing, that's called an inversion. It's a signal that we have a recession coming, and that's what we have. So even knowing there's a yield curve inverting right now, which signals a recession, and she saw the inflation drop from 2% to 1.7%, anybody else would have said, no, we better not raise rates. But she did. And now it's raising rates. I want you to think of it in these terms. Raising your payments. She's raising your payments on your credit cards, on your car payment, your mortgage payment, on anything you make payments on. She's raising rates on your snowmobile, on your watermobile, whatever you have. She also knew before raising rates, as she gets the numbers first, that we had the lowest payroll growth in 20 years. Yes, she raised rates. She also knew before she raised rates that the economic GDP number for the second quarter was being slashed as she was ready to make the rate. She knew, because she gets the number first, she knew that the GDP for the second quarter, how much our economy grew in the second quarter, they said it was going to be 3%. It was slashed to 1.8%. She knew that, but yet raised rates. Trump should be firing her. See, and here's the real bad thing. She knew the housing construction stocks were falling, the house construction starts were falling off a cliff. And that's very bad. She knows that new home construction, which is investment, residential investment, is major. It's important in the growth of our economy. It pulls our economy out of recessions. When you have a decline in home construction, that is death. That's a death sentence to our economic growth. We can't grow to that 3%, 4% that we need. And when you can't grow to that 3%, 4%, that means our debt is going up faster than our growth. That creates inflation. That weakens the dollar. You got to pay more for your car, for your groceries, for everything you buy. And that means a weak dollar, which is associated with a weak economy. So here we are. She knows that the construction starts are dying. Because it's so important. Because you know, for every one construction job, you hire a guy to build a house. For every person they bring on, for every carpenter they bring on, creates what they call a multiplier effect. It creates 5 more jobs in your community. That's right, for every one person you hire. And these are high-paying construction jobs. But guess what? Not happening. But she raised your payments. What a dope. We'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time, real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software, I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer because that is such a scary word. When St. Jude finds something that works well with a certain cancer, they share that with everybody. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge. We just have to worry about helping Chandler, and he's just my heart.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Best 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Best is they follow the important money. The hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart as low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil. The Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
I want to know what you think on Ferrari, RACE. I've had it for a few months. Definitely made some money off of it. So I'm thinking about holding it long term.
I would tell you, we did the research when it was in the 50s. We said, this is a great story. I want you to stay along it.
Unbelievable. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. All right, there you go. Oh, we did the research in the 50s. We want you to stay in it. Isn't this awful? This poor guy thinks he's getting good advice from Jim Cramer. And see, people think that Jim Cramer or somebody else, they're experts. They know more than them. They know so much more than them that they need them to figure out the PE, the price to sales, the price to book, the free cash flow. Oh, I don't know anything about gross profit margins. I don't know anything about the EBITDA. I don't know anything about free cash flow. They must know. You know all you need to know? That Cramer just put this guy in jeopardy. Just put him in jeopardy. This stock has turned red. It's telling you that Vanguard, BlackRock, T. Rowe Price is pulling out of the stock, and he tells them to get in. That's why today do not buy stocks based on financials, on fundamentals. You got to be out of your mind. Because stocks today, they're traded at $30 are not worth $5. A stock that trades at 80 is not worth 10. It's all fake. It's been fake with all this free money, all the stock buybacks, all fake. It's 8 years of free money. The central banks with free money, giving these companies free money to go in and buy their own shares. But there's a tremendous opportunity making money if you just stop listening to these dopes and listen to yourself. All you got to do is put the chart up. Is it green? Is it red? It's all you got to know. And if you join the gang, join me and get your color-coded chart, follow me. Here's what's interesting. If you're real busy, I tell you, how many times do you hear me say every day, join me. Join me. Follow me in my exchange-traded funds. Don't I say that every day? I say every day. For people who are so busy, their lives are so busy, but they're also worried about getting enough money for retirement. Follow me with ETFs. Well, guess what? We just got word today, the numbers just came out today, that this was the second largest week of money flowing into the stock market ever. The first was $35 billion in December 2014. There's so much money flowing into the stock market, but guess where it's going? It's not going into 401k mutual funds. It's going into exchange-traded funds. I keep telling you that. Why? It's over for 401k mutual funds. When the father of 401k mutual funds himself, Brennan, says they're a fraud. The experiment is failed. The guy who invented the 401k mutual fund doesn't even invest in 401k mutual funds, but you got 88 million people who do. What is wrong with that picture? People aren't paying attention. The reason that so many people are now going into exchange-traded funds that you hear me push all the time, I always tell you, please join my gang and follow me in exchange-traded fund. The one that we bought, if you remember, UNG was an exchange-traded fund for gas. And if you recall, UNG, we bought that back in, that was back in see, that was back in May. Let me just see here. Yeah, I think it was back in, right here it goes. Yeah, we bought it back in March. Back in March. We got about a 14% gain. And then we turned around, it turned red, money came out, and we shorted it with about another 14% gain. Now, not all my gang members got the 14% up and the 14% down. I didn't. I got 7 of the 14%, and I got about 6% on the way down. But this is called an exchange-traded fund. That's what you want to be in. So all you do is have to follow me, and you would have made the same amount of money that I made because you've done exactly what I'm doing. You don't send me the money. You don't put it in with me. You go online and you buy your own. You buy UNG yourself. You go to any online broker and buy it. But the point I'm trying to make here is the fact that everybody knows that it's the cost. The cost is killing you in a 401k. How many times have I said it's the impact of fees? The impact of fees cannot be understated. The cost of 401k mutual fund is 20 times that of an ETF. 20 times. Deduct 2% a year for investment costs, pay 1/4 what's left to Uncle Sam, lose 2% to inflation, you're left with 1% a year. It takes you 70 years to double your money. Are you nuts? If your income, let's say you're working and you're making $55,000 a year and your wife's making $55,000 a year, you need $700,000 to retire to live the same lifestyle you have become accustomed to with these 401ks. But it'll never happen because that 401k, when you're ready to retire, half of it's going to be gone. See, most people didn't understand that. When people started to retire, their first wave of baby boomers started to retire in 2008. Then they found out about it. Now, as we're getting towards 2017, the lawsuits are incredible now. Employers getting sued everywhere because they're getting screwed on fees. They're losing half of their money. So join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Do it now. I'll give you right now a free MV2 color-coded charts, a $29.95 value. Get it for free for a month. And then follow me with an exchange-traded fund and just do exactly what I do. And you'll be just fine. And then you don't care anything about if the market goes up or the market goes down, and you'll sleep like a baby at night because the most important thing is when a stock does go up, you got the confidence you're going to be getting out in time before it drops. Before it drops. That's the beautiful thing about it. We'll be right back here at Phil's Gang, 28 past the hour. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG.
Course where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best.
And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job.
Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Phil Grandy here, Phil's Gang Radio Show. To all my listeners in San Francisco, I want to reach out and thank you all for listening on Business Radio KDOW, KDOW 1220 AM.
Welcome back. You're not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Here's the number 877-600-GANG. Get your free color-coded chart and then follow me in the exchange-traded funds that I'm personally in and do exactly what I do. When I tell you we're going to buy, you buy. When I tell you we're going to add to it, you add. When I tell you get out, get out. When I tell you to run like hell, you run like hell. It's that easy. You don't have to think. You can sleep at night. And you know, at least at night you can say, you know, if this thing is going to drop, and I lost all my money in the .com, I lost my money in the financial housing boom, I never knew to get out. Well, this time you're going to know in advance. That's the beautiful thing about it, because it's following the money. The algorithms follow the money. It's that simple. And it couldn't be any simpler than that. Just like with Facebook and these other stocks that collapsed the other day. Some of those you had a warning on 3 days before they collapsed. Imagine. So everybody else was getting killed, but if you had the color-coded chart, you would have been out. All right. You know, we always know the weekends are coming, right? And I hate these Sunday shows. They're terrible. And what really upset me last week was, guess who they had on Sinopolis Sunday show? Guess who they brought on? Donna Brazil. Now, how can they do that? Why would they bring Donna Brazil on, who lost all credibility? She lied to Megyn Kelly on national television. She gave answers to Hillary Clinton before she asked the answers, before she asked the question, rather. She prepared Hillary Clinton, giving her the question, say, this is the question I'm going to ask you. And when she got caught, she lied. Now, all of a sudden, they bring her on as an expert, as someone with integrity, to make some comments last Sunday.
First of all, I don't think the Democrats are overreaching. I mean, this is about the integrity of our democracy.
How can she talk about integrity? She has none. Doesn't that just make you sick? It's the same thing with these people in the financial service industry on TV. They come on and they give you stocks. They give you stocks and just didn't we go through this with Kramer? And he's still on TV. Remember this? Remember when he was on Stewart's show? And Jon Stewart, they caught him lying?
You ran a hedge fund.
Yes, I did for many years.
All right.
You know, a lot of times when I was short at my hedge fund, and I was positioned short, meaning I needed it down, I would create a level of activity beforehand that could drive the futures. It doesn't take much money.
What does that mean?
Okay, this was a hyperbolic...
Yeah, hyperbolic lie. But my point is that, you know, if you're going to be depending on these people, you got to be out of your mind. Do your own research. Depend on yourself. And that's the best thing. If you're going to want to live the same lifestyle you're accustomed to now when you retire, depend on yourself. All I did was take a chart and designed a chart with algorithms that would follow the money. I'm not saying you're going to be rich. I'm not going to make you a millionaire. I'm not saying that at all. Everything in investing is probability. But what it does, it increases your probability of not losing money. If the chart can tell you to get out of Mattel, get out. Give you an example right here. Here's another one. I don't think I did this one, no.
Time for the final trade.
Look, it's a nasty day for Mattel. I step in there and buy it. I believe in the turnaround.
So he says it's a nasty day for Mattel. I'm going to step in and buy it and it's a turnaround because he's on TV. People say, well, he's got to be right. He's on TV. They wouldn't have him on TV, would they? He's got to be right. He's on TV. He's got to be smart. Donna Brazil's got to be telling the truth. She's on TV. So here's Mattel. Look at this. So Mattel goes up. About 3%, 7%. Goes up 7%. And look, it collapsed. It turned red. It turned red and collapsed. The beautiful thing about the chart, if this person had a chart and got into Mattel, right now, if you hear anything on TV or you read something in Barron's or whatever and you want to check it out, go to your chart, see if it's red or green. I mean, my Lord. I don't know if anybody else would design anything like this. Because you got to have the comfort level. If you're in, you got to feel good. You got to be confident that I can get out of this thing before it drops. So that's why I designed it. I hope you take advantage of this. Especially, we're going to get a wonderful drop in this market. We can see what's going on now. The market is they're going crazy now. They don't know what to do. As a matter of fact, yesterday was amazing. Trump yesterday, after they raised the rates, after 6 months in office, President Trump, who I support, I still support, after 6 months in office with no major bills passed, none. Not the big tax cut bill, not the big infrastructure bill, not even the repeal of Obamacare. Yet yesterday, President Trump's advisor sent him out armed with superlatives, letting him proclaim how we got some good numbers coming out. We got some good numbers coming out.
And a lot of good numbers are coming out.
Yeah, a lot of good numbers coming out.
Some very good numbers are going to be announced, by the way, in the very near future, as to GDP.
Yeah, well, guess what? It came out. You know what? It wasn't a good number. They said the GDP was going to grow 3%. It came out at 1.8%. What he said yesterday to his advisors, I'm so upset. Whoever he's got for advisors, he should fire. He said a lot of good numbers are coming out. He said the second quarter GDP, he said people are going, the number, quote, is going to be shockingly good. And the number comes out today and they slashed it already from 3% to 1.8%. They'll slash it again. It'll be about, if we're lucky, if it's going to be 0.7%. But the interesting thing is Aunt B raises the payments on your house, on your car, on your credit card, raises your payments knowing that this number was coming out. That's a terrible number, that the economy is not growing, it's shrinking. That's why when you buy a stock like Mattel and you hear somebody like Kramer tell you to buy Mattel, you put it on your chart and you look, it's green. It turns red, you get out. Because you can't pay attention to these people anymore. So Trump thought the second quarter GDP was going to be shockingly good. He was the only one that was shocked this morning when it came in at 1.8%. They're going to slash it lower. This is terrible. What facts is he being shown? He says, I looked at the facts. I've been given all the facts, he says, and I'm seeing great facts. What facts are these Goldman Sachs advisors showing him? Are you kidding? The lowest price growth plunged in 27 months? They're continuing to shut GM plants down all around the country. the highest commercial and business bankruptcy since 2008, the highest household debt ever, with the lowest annual payroll growth in 20 years. The housing starts are collapsing. That is a disaster for us because that is what pulls us out. That's what grows our GDP is house construction. That's where the big jobs are. That's where the big jobs are. And yet they send them out to take credit for exactly what Trump criticized Obama for 6 months ago. He criticized Obama 6 months ago for phony low unemployment rate when he came out at 5.5%, and he criticized Obama for his phony stock market rally. But yesterday he comes out and he takes credit. And he takes credit for what he criticized Obama for. Who are these advisors? I will find out, believe me. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
With Father's Day just around the corner, this is a great opportunity to show Dad or the man in your life how much you really care about them with a philsgang.com membership. For only $39.95 a month, you can give Dad the gift that keeps giving throughout the year. With the Phil's Gang membership, you will be in tune and up to the minute with the stock market. You'll know when to buy and when to short stocks. You get Phil's and true and honest market analysis and commentary. Most of all, Dad will thank you for the profits he's making with Phil's Gang. So skip the flashy tie, the fancy razor, and the overpriced golf balls, and make it a special day for Dad every day of the year with a philsgang.com membership. Go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com to sign up or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Performing technical analysis is no easy task for any investor unless conducted with a professional stock charting service. At Phil's Gang, we offer a choice of high-power, color-coded stock charts, all seamlessly integrated, so you can tackle the market the way you want to. The Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 Stock Charts. From Phil's Gang are high-performance HTML5 web-based charts that work on any browser and device, so you can put live streaming data and fully interactive charts in the palm of your hand. Phil Grandy designed the MV software to have the best features, and so far the early reviews have been great. You can plot charts on an intraday basis as well as on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or annual basis. There is also a built-in watch list that you can customize to your liking. For more information, go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
To be able to just get my son to St. Jude and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
With Father's Day just around the corner, this is a great opportunity to show Dad or the man in your life how much you really care about them with a philsgang.com membership. For only $39.95 a month, you can give Dad the gift that keeps giving throughout the year. With the Phil's Gang membership, you will be in tune and up to the minute with the stock market. You'll know when to buy and when to short stocks. You get Phil's and true and honest market analysis and commentary. Most of all, Dad will thank you for the profits he's making with Phil's Gang. So skip the flashy tie, the fancy razor, and the overpriced golf balls, and make it a special day for Dad every day of the year with a philsgang.com membership. Go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com to sign up or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call, 877-600-4264.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. The second largest week of money inflows into the stock market. Unbelievable. $35 billion. $35 billion. Now, where did this money go? It didn't go into your 401ks. No, it went into the exchange-traded funds. And that's what you should do. Follow me in the exchange-traded funds, especially the S&P. That's one of the most popular ones. So here's my number, 877-600-GANG. Join the gang. Call now. And then they'll give you the free chart. It's $29.95. Or if you don't want to, you want to just go to online, you can go online, and then you have your code, which is just put in your code MV2 free MV2. Okay, I want to show you something else too. This is interesting. Let's take the 4 horsemen. Let's start with Facebook. Facebook was the only one that you didn't get a red signal in time when it crashed the other day. Google, we got 3 days before it crashed, you got a red signal. Netflix, 4 days before the crash, you got a signal to get out. Amazon, 3 days before it crashed to get out. So out of the 4 horsemen, only one. That's pretty good. That is real good. Very, very good. Walmart collapsed. Walmart's dropped from a high of $80.49 to $73.29. It dropped 9%. You had 3 days warning before it dropped. So never again. Now I'm not saying, I just told you, it's not 100%. Nothing's 100% with technology, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So it's worth just getting the chart so you know when to get out. Isn't it? You can sleep at night. And better yet, join me. Become a gang member, get your free chart, and then follow me with Exchange Traded Funds. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about this. This is unbelievable, too. So what I don't get, his advisors, Trump's advisor, sends him out, and it was 6 months ago that he sends him that he talked about and criticized Obama for the 5.5% unemployment rate, saying it was phony. He criticized him for this 6 months ago. He criticized him for the stock market rally, saying it was a big, fat, ugly bubble. It was phony because the only way we got the rally is keeping interest rates too low for too long. It was all phony. Then all that free money was stock buybacks. So now he gets in office, 6 months, and not any of his major bills passed. But they send him out to take credit for his 4.4% unemployment. Wait a minute. 6 months ago, he said 5.5% unemployment. It was fake. It was 20%. 6 months ago. So now it's 4.4%, and he's saying that's real. What I miss? Unless I miss some miraculous, I don't know, parting of the clouds? And some bright ray of sunshine coming down through the clouds? Is that what I missed? I had to. A miracle. No passing of any major bills. The economy's getting worse. And yet, now we are told to believe that the 4.4% unemployment rate is true, that it dropped from 20% to 4.4%. And the 17% stock market rally, he says, that's mine. That's fine. But 6 months ago, he was saying Obama's rally was fake. Who are these people that are handling him? What are you, nuts? This is crazy. I mean, I don't...
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
So over the weekend, and I'll read you the letter. I'm going to send a letter. I mean, I know him very well. I mean, I can't pick up the phone and call the president. Not saying that. I used to be able to pick up the phone and call him directly to get back to me within 24 hours. But I'm going to call someone who I know very, very well, it's very, very close to him, his personal secretary. I'll read the letter to you. I'm going to send a letter. And I'm going to say, why are you listening to these Wall Street punks? These jibber jabbers with their MBAs and their DBAs and their doctorates and these phonies. Why are you listening to them? I'll go down there and do it for nothing. But see, they're not going to let me in high school. I don't have a college education. I don't even have a high school education. So they're not going to let me in. I'm not one of the elitists. I didn't graduate from Harvard. They're going to destroy this guy's presidency. So I'm going to send a letter. I'll read it to you on Monday. I'm going to do it over the weekend. But don't you agree? Doesn't this make any sense? I mean, how does it make any sense? It just doesn't. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. Okay. I mean, the more I think about it, I mean, I just go nuts. I go crazy. All right, let's talk about the tax reform. We're hearing about tax reform. Please listen to me. There's not going to ever be any tax reform. We got 23 days left, and they're not going to give us tax reform. We're never going to get tax reform, ever. Congress keeps giving us a false hope, a promise of tax reform. You're not going to get it. And they're not going to simplify the tax system. They want it complicated. See, if Trump truly wants to make America great again, he needs to take what he knows, that individuals always spend their own money more efficiently than the government bureaucrats do. And therefore, instead of reforming the tax code, get rid of it entirely and replace it with nothing. If Trump really wants to create more and better jobs quickly, he needs to abolish tax on labor, the cruelest tax of all. Give the money to the workers, let them take it into the economy. Are you nuts? Instead of going into the government coffers where 60%, 60 cents of every dollar, or $250 billion a year goes to the corrupt military-industrial complex. It's unbelievable. See, these parasite Congress, I'll tell you why they'll never give us a tax cut. What they do is they pretend to give us a tax cut with what they call an offset. See, our parasite congressmen never lose a penny in tax revenue. They hate to. Because for every tax cut, there is a tax increase. They call it revenue neutral, or Congress calls it offsetting. For every tax cut, you get a tax increase. Because why? Congress will never part with a penny. When they get revenue, never. And they make believe they're giving us a tax cut, and they're not giving us a tax cut. They'll offset. They always do. See, our representatives are obsessed with getting reelected. So they want to bring the bacon home. They want to build a new airport, the ice skating rink, the new library. They're obsessed not only with spending, but protecting the government coffers, which means they make sure that the federal government does not give up one penny of its tax revenue, which they collect. And they do it by offsetting. For example, for every tax cut that they give us, they take it away by offsetting with a new tax. And it's always hidden. Example, Obama offset the tax cuts he gave us with $1 trillion in new taxes hidden 27 new taxes. He gave us a tax cut. He said it was the biggest tax cut in history, but we never did. He offset it by increasing taxes $1 trillion, spread over 27 taxes, new taxes he hid in the Affordable Care Act. He offset. And is why we need to repeal the Obamacare first, so we can claw back that tax. That border adjustment tax cut we hear so much about, they're debating, it's an offset. It's another offset. We'll talk about that on Monday. All right. 877-600-GANG. Get your free chart right now. Follow me. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.